Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3. This is Wednesday morning, and we are halfway through our work week for most of us. This is hump day, so we want to kind of celebrate it and get that boost of energy that we might need to just kind of get us through the rest of the week. So my favorite way to get the creative juices flowing and to really get a great big boost of energy is to fire up the core. So this will not be a very long practice, but it will be a very powerful practice. So no props are required for this class, and let's begin in a wide-legged child's pose. And by the way, thank you so much for being here again on day 3. If you've done every day so far, Monday and Tuesday, then you are a trooper, and hopefully you'll keep it going until the rest of the week as well. So walk the hands in, lengthen out. Your hips might be a little sore from yesterday's yin yoga for hips practice, so we're not going to focus on them too much today. But I do like to begin classes in child's pose, especially in the morning. It's just a great way to feel into your body, to get grounded and get connected. Start to deepen and lengthen your breath. Relaxing the shoulders and the chest. Softening the hips to the heels. And just set your intention for the day ahead. So what is it that you're hoping for today? Maybe just for this practice that we're doing together, or maybe for the entire day ahead. So my intention today is to be infused with creativity. I'm looking for a boost of energy, but mostly really creative energy, so I can be productive and have a good day of work that isn't draining, but is actually energizing, that I can actually enjoy. Wouldn't that be nice? And let's lift up into our tabletop pose on all fours. Realign your knees underneath your hips. And we're just going to trace some circles here with the hips. So you can get a little cat and cow motion going through here. This is really just like intuitive movement to get through like any kind of aches and pains and any kind of stiffness that might be in your hips or in your shoulders. And you can reverse and flow and move through the other way. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. It's intuitive and whatever feels good for you and your body right now. And just notice what's going on. And let's come back to our neutral tabletop pose on our hands and knees. We're going to extend our right leg up and back. Keep your thigh rotating down so the knee and the toes point down. Flex through that foot. Take an inhale, reach and extend. And as you exhale, pull your knee to your nose. This is an engagement of the core. See if you can squeeze and actually touch your leg to your chest. Inhale, reach it back and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze and pull it in. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Okay, listening carefully. You're going to stretch that right leg back. Keep it hovering off the floor, but start to turn your toes so they point out to the side of the mat. Try to keep your balance as you lean on your left hand and on your left leg. Extend your right arm up. You really need to squeeze and engage the glutes to keep your right leg lifted off the floor. If this isn't working this morning, just keep your right toes off the mat. So engaging the obliques in this pose and really firing up the legs and the lower body. Take an inhale, lift it up a little bit more. And looking down, right hand to the floor. Step the right foot back, so keep the right toes down on the mat with your left knee on the floor. Press into the ball of your right foot and pull your left knee and your left thigh into your belly. So as you inhale, you're going to zip that thigh in. And as you exhale, you're going to tap the left knee to the floor and look forward. Inhale, squeeze and pull it in. Exhale, tap it down. Last one. Inhale, squeeze and pull it in. Exhale, tap it down, tabletop pose on your hands and knees. Good job. Let's just take one round of cat and cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, press into the fingers. Come back to your neutral tabletop pose, firm up your core, draw the shoulder blades down the back, and extend your left leg up and back. Squeeze the glutes to keep it lifted. Inhale. Exhale, pull your thigh to your belly, see if you can touch it in. Inhale to reach and extend. Exhale, squeeze and contract. Inhale, reach, press through your heel. Exhale, squeeze it in. Okay, next time you extend that left leg, you're gonna keep it hovering up. Turn the toes out to the side, start to lean onto your right shin, onto your right hand, and extend your left arm up. Keep your left leg hovering off the floor. If you need the support, then the left toes come down like a modified side plank. Otherwise, we're engaging, warming up our glutes. That'll really give us a big boost of energy. It's a great big muscle that we have. When your left leg is going to stay straight, just let the toes come down, left hand comes down. And with those back toes curled under, you're going to press the ball of the foot into the floor and zip that left knee to your chest. Sorry, your right knee to your chest. So as you inhale, squeeze it in. And then exhale, tap the right knee down, look forward. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, tap it down. This time, instead of tabletop, step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is our first downward dog. Go ahead and paddle the feet, sway the hips from side to side, maybe shake out the head a little bit. Do any little movements that feel good. As you inhale, let's move forward into your plank pose. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Point the toes back. Let's take 3 baby cobras. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, chin, chest, and your palms lift up. Exhale, lower down. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, set it down. Hands underneath your shoulders, back into your downward facing dog. So let's engage our core a little bit more here. As you inhale, you're gonna reach your right leg up, bend the right knee and open up that hip. And then straighten and square that leg. As you exhale, you're gonna come forward to plank pose. Pull your knee into your nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog, reach it up and back. Exhale, right knee to your right shoulder this time. Keep your hips low, gaze forward. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Twist it this time, right knee toward your left arm, as high up as the knee will go. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And then you're gonna step your right foot through to the top of the mat. Let's spin our back heel parallel to the short edge of your mat, coming up for Warrior 2. So Warrior 2, the arms are out, palms are facing down, right knee is bending and right knee is pressing open. Another great, strong, energizing pose. This is a great pose to really see your intention for the day and really set and ground it. What kind of power and creativity do you want to bring to this fabulous Wednesday morning? Let's reverse our warrior. So the left hand comes down, right arm goes up. Warrior 2. Let's straighten our right leg, bring the back toes in a couple inches, triangle, hips will go back, lean the chest forward. You can slide your right hand down the right leg, left arm rises up, either propping yourself up on your shin, or you can always let the fingertips come down. Try not to compress the right side of your waist too much. And just to open up the chest a little more, you're going to extend your left arm forward to the top of the mat, like a deep side body stretch. Keep rotating that palm down, bend into your right knee. Okay, here's our little challenge pose. You're gonna let your left fingertips come down to the floor about 6 inches in front of you. You're gonna stand on your right leg, lift the left leg back and extend your right arm up. Just here for a moment, squeeze and lengthen. Look down, right fingertips to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width distance apart, feet are hip width distance apart. Press back through the heels. Let's take our vinyasa. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reach your left leg up and back, bend the left knee, open up that hip. And then straighten and square your left leg. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose, plank. Inhale, stretch it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, tap your left knee to your left shoulder. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale to twist, left knee over to your right arm. Inhale, reach it back. Warrior two, left foot forward, in between your hands, back foot spins parallel to the shoulder edge of your mat. Arms extend out. So as you bend your left knee, you're pressing that thigh open. Strong legs, strong core. And we'll reverse our warrior. Right hand down, left arm up. Coming back, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, bring your back foot in a couple inches so you're narrowing your stance. Hips will go back, sway the chest forward, right arm up. And just like we did on the first side, you can start extending your right fingertips forward so the bicep is along the ear. And keep rotating that palm down. Bend into your left knee until the right fingertips can go about 6 inches in front of your left foot into our revolved half moon. You're gonna stand on your left leg, reach your right leg up, extend your left arm up as you open the chest. Squeeze and lift. Bend into your supporting leg, look down, downward facing dog. Take your vinyasa, inhale to plank pose, exhale chaturanga, inhale upward dog, exhale downward facing dog. Let's set our knees to the ground and swing your legs out in front of you. So focusing a little bit more specifically on our abdominals. Setting ourselves up as if you were going to do boat pose, but we're going to modify it a little bit. So with your feet and your legs out in front of you, you need to rock the weight back into the hips. And then just keep the toes and the feet lifted a couple inches off the floor. If this is too hard, you can always just keep your toes on the mat. Otherwise, we're gonna lift them up and you're gonna interlace your fingers together and you're gonna tap the knuckles over to the right and then over to the left. So keep doing, go a little bit faster. So twist, 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 keep going. Squeeze through the inner thighs. So you'll probably not touch the floor, which is totally fine. Just think of twisting through the upper body for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up, squeeze your legs into your chest. Try to keep the legs lifted off of the floor. And we're gonna lower into our hollow pose or our low boat. So extend the arms, extend the legs out and lower. Lower back is in contact with the floor. Chest is lifted, shoulders are off the mat. Breathe. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release that. Even I regretted putting that in the class. All right. One last little thing from here. Stay lying down on your back, and from here, you're just going to align your knees over the top of your hips. Flex here at the knees so your shins are parallel to the ground. Already by doing this, you might notice that your lower back forms a gap with the floor. Try to close that gap, press the lower back in, and while you do that, sometimes the knees shift back forward to the belly. So keep the lower back pressing into the mat while realigning your knees over the hips. So already you should feel the lower belly and the abdominals engage and turn on here. From here, interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. We'll do our very slow bicycle twists. As you inhale, curl head and shoulders up. On the exhale, you're gonna twist over to the right and extend your left leg to hover a little bit off the floor. Inhale, come back to center, curl tailbone up. Exhale, twist to the left and extend your right leg straight. Press into that heel. Inhale, come back to center, curl tailbone. Exhale, twist to the right, reach through your left leg. Inhale, come back, curl up a little higher. Exhale, twist to the left, reach through your right leg. Last cycle, you got this. Inhale to center, curl a little higher. Exhale, twist to the right, reach your left leg. Inhale, coming back, curl up. Exhale, twist to the left, reach your right leg straight. Come all the way back to center, give it all you got, and release. Feet flat to the floor, about hip width distance apart. Let's stretch out with a bridge pose. So your arms can stay by your sides. Start to press the feet down to the floor as you curl the tailbone, lift the hips, the low back, and the mid back off the mat. Breathe into your belly. And slowly roll it back down. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a big squeeze, rock a little bit side to side. And let's rock up to take a seat. Keep your legs out in front of you. So one last little pose here before we close off. Hands will go behind you, roughly underneath the shoulders. They might need to be a little bit further back. Spreading the fingers wide. Feet are hip width distance apart with your knees bent. We'll take our reverse tabletop pose. So just press the feet into the floor to lift your hips, lift your pelvis, and you can look straight up. So feel the opening at the front of the shoulders, the strength in the legs squeezing through the glutes, through the inner thighs. See if you can lift up a tiny bit more. And exhale, let it go. Let's bring our feet together, knees apart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the waist and fold forward, butterfly pose. Start to slow it down. Taking longer, deeper breaths in and out through the nose. And let's roll back up inch by inch. So as always, you have the option either of finishing this practice in Shavasana, lying down on your back, or just staying sitting up tall in a way that's comfortable for your hips and for your low back. Doing a seated meditation instead of Shavasana if you're worried about falling asleep again. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Find your breath. And feel the space of your core, so the chest down into the belly, the low back, the glutes, the hip flexors. Feel that space engaged, activated, alive. We want this energy to fuel us, not only for the rest of the day, but the rest of our work week. If you're in Shavasana, you can stay there as long as you'd like. Otherwise, we'll be closing our practice. Hands come together at the front of the heart. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And we'll chant Om one time. You can join me or just listen if you prefer. We'll inhale to chant. So inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this Wednesday morning practice with me. I hope you feel fueled up, fired up, and ready to take on the day and take on the rest of your week. Thank you so much for doing this practice with me today, and tomorrow is another day. So tomorrow I will have another yoga class for you. I promise it won't be quite as hard on the abdominals as this one was today. Thanks, guys. Bye.